Hello everyone, it's Shannon. Welcome back to my channel at Shannon's Crafty DIYs. Today is a smaller video. I'm just going to show you 3 DIYs to update our guest bathroom. It was looking a little bit boring, so it definitely needed a little spruce up. So stick around to the end of the video. You will see a before and after picture of what it looks like. And everything I made, each item was under $2 to make, so very cost efficient and very easy to do as well. So anyway, so go ahead and hit that subscribe button that you see on the lower right. You will be notified every single time I upload a new video, and give it a big thumbs up to help support my channel. That being said, let's begin the tutorial. So for the first DIY, I'm just going to start with taking this shadow box that I got from the Dollar Tree. It has glitter in it, so all you have to do is just remove the backing and you can dump the glitter in a piece of paper, and I just put it in a little glass so I could save it for another DIY in the future. And then once that's done, I printed out this image of some bathroom decals. It was just on Google Images, and you can find anything you want. So I just went ahead and printed that out, and I'm just going to use the backing to trace onto some printer paper, and I'm also going to trim out one of the pictures as well. Again, I love my Fiskars cutting paper cutter. Again, Walmart, best investment ever. You always get those nice straight lines. So once the images are all cut out, I want to glue them to the backing of the frame. So just using my glue stick, I'm just going to attach the printer paper first, and then I'm going to attach the other image. Now, when I cut it out, I did cut off a little bit of the existing border. So what I want to do is enhance that border again. So you'll see here, I'm going to take a black Sharpie marker and just use my ruler to create some nice thicker lines around the along the outside of the image. And once that's done, I just place everything back into the frame, and you'll see in just a second. I think it turned out really nice. It's something you probably get at HomeSense, and it just cost you less than $2 to make. So for the second DIY, I want to make a little soap dish, and I'm just using again one of these frames from the dollar store. Just gonna pop out the back. If it is difficult to push out, you can also just score it a little bit if you have an X-Acto knife, just to release the paper and the glue, and it'll pop out a lot easier. And then here I'm just gonna take off excess paper that ripped off. And I want to make it look very farmhouse. So I'm just going to use these popsicle sticks, just standard size popsicle sticks. And I'm just going to line them up. I needed 6 in total. And I'm just going to mark where I need to cut them. So I'm just going to use a pencil. And you'll see here, I'm just going to use regular scissors to cut off the tips. You'll see here. And luckily the popsicle sticks are pretty thin, so they are fairly easy to cut with just regular scissors, as you see that I'm doing here. And then once it's fit into place, and I know that it's the right size, I'm just going to use that one to mark on the other popsicle sticks where I need to cut. So now that I know that all the sticks fit properly, I'm just going to give them a coat of white paint. Now I'm just going to paint one side on each of them, just because you're not going to see the bottom of the dish, so why waste paint when you don't need to? I'm also going to give the frame a coat of black paint. The frame itself was navy blue, and luckily the fact that it was already dark like that, you only needed one coat of the black paint to get full coverage. Now that everything is dry, I'm just going to add the popsicle sticks to the frame. Before I glue them, I'm just going to line everything up, make sure everything fits properly, and then I'm just going to use my glue gun to seal everything in place. And I just use the glue gun. I feel like that's strong enough because I'm not putting anything heavier than a bar of soap or a bottle of soap on there. So you can leave it as is, but I wanted to give it a little bit of height. So I found these unfinished wood finials on Amazon. I'll give you the link as well. However, I think you can also get them at Michael's too. I'm just going to glue 4 of them to each corner of the dish, and I'm just going to give them a coat of black paint as well. So again, you can leave the tray as is. However, I like to go even further yet again. So I'm just going to use the tip of my stencil brush, and I'm going to dip it into some white acrylic paint, and I'm just creating some dots around the outside of the tray. So once it's done, I'll show you the final result at the end of the video. But before that, I just want to do one more quick DIY using a soap bottle. And again, I'm using Bath and Body Works bottle. I'm so upset that it's closed right now. I mean, I think that's should be considered an essential service. It's soap, it's antibacterial. Anyway, the label peels off fairly easy. So what I did is I printed out a new label from Google Images, and I'm just going to cut it out, and it fits perfectly on the outside of the bottle. And I'm going to use some gloss Mod Podge to seal it onto the bottle. Now, you'll notice with the Mod Podge, don't be afraid. It's going to look like a cloudy color when you put it on, and it will dry clear. Now, make sure I find for the bathroom, I like to use a gloss finished Mod Podge. There is a matte one, but this one, I just wanted to keep it that shine, and also the Mod Podge will help seal the label in place because it will probably get wet when people use it to wash their hands. Anyway, so give it one coat of Mod Podge, put the label on, and then I'm just going to go over again with some more Mod Podge just to seal everything in place. So you'll see the finished DIYs in just one moment. And I'm also going to show you what our guest bathroom looked like before and after. You know, I just thought it was so boring. I didn't know what I was going to do with it. And then I thought of these DIYs and wanted to share them with you. Now, I'm only showing you the countertop for now. I still want to finish the rest of the bathroom. So that might be in another DIY video. So stay tuned. And anyway, everything just turned out so great. Each item, costs less than $2 to make. So everything very affordable, and you can do this yourself. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you could give me a big thumbs up, I would love it. And it would just help support my channel. Anyway, stay safe, guys. Take care.